Awesome. Now, I know a lot of you probably aren't going to be tuning in live for this one just because I didn't announce it, but hopefully you'll tune in later and get the news that you want to hear. I'm going to go ahead and start this live thing. I'm going to make sure I got the feed here on the chat just in case people do stop by. Get a drink of this super tasty pina colada. Non-alcoholic. It said it's loading a preview. Oh man, Stunt Mike already in. Stuntman Mike. All right. I didn't think there were going to be too many viewers in today, but I was wrong. I'm going to refresh this because it's not working correctly. Cool. There it is. There we go. Now it shows me as live. Cool. All right, we'll get this thing rolling here. So, welcome everyone. I want to first off by saying thank you to our Patreon members. You guys are awesome. And if you haven't seen some of the changes that we made, go ahead and check it out. Patreon.com/warehouse49. People are blowing me up. Basically, the changes that we made is now we're going more venue stuff. We are kind of, because the venue is kind of where we want to be. We're still hosting events, of course, but we want to be more venue specific. So we have a new gaming option, which if you want to play like PC, card games, tabletop, I think for $50 a month, you can get unlimited of that. If for our multi-pass holders, now I think it's like $120 a month, you have unlimited access to our VIP room, so you can come in just about every day. Just about every day. If it becomes an issue, then we'll change things. But just about every day, you can come in and rent out a VIP room. Great for people who host D&D weekly. It's awesome for those people. The smoke here is killing me. It's almost like Anchorage is on fire. I'm sure we're next. The smoke is pretty bad, but the lighting here is great. I'm going to take off this. I'm not using this mic, so there we go. Take off that. So venue, great news, everybody. We're staying in this venue until January-ish. Had a talk with the landlord, and they said that they won't be doing anything with the property until next year. And that we should be good to go through January. So at that point is when we'll start looking. Or not at that point. We're always looking for bigger venue options. But right now we have the okay to be here, and that's what we're going to do. With that, we're going to be making hopefully some permanent changes here, semi-permanent. We're looking to get carpet in the garage for the PCs, make it a little bit more homey, make sure we get rid of most of the echoes that are happening in there. There's not too many echoes, but still. Just make it look a little bit less like a garage and more like a place to play video games. We're probably also going to get some new artwork for in there. Right now we just have the wall clings, but we want to get some cooler stuff in there to make it really awesome. Everyone just says it's awesome, but we want to make it even more so. We never want to stop innovating. We never want to stop improving things, and that's the way business should always be, I think. But I digress. If you guys watch our Twitch, which I know you do, you're always on our Twitch, making sure that we're not live, and when we are live, you pounce on it like things that pounce cats. And so, if you watch me build a PC and get very frustrated. This is probably every. They're all the same PCs, all 14 of them that we built. Actually, 15 now. We just built our 15th, but each one presents their own quirks. They have their own personalities at times, and so this one, the screws didn't want to go in. The motherboard didn't want to align. The backplate on the motherboard wasn't just perfect, and it was just annoying. But we built it, and it looks better than most of the other ones I built. They all look great. But I notice things. I'm the builder. I'm my worst critique ever. And that's just something that I am. But it's built. We have one more we have to build, and then we'll have completed our 16 computers that we're going to build. I know. You're saying it already. Like, Tristan, I thought it was going to be 16 6 months ago. You're right, but the venue happened, and it took me a little bit longer. Running a business is a lot of work, and then building 14 computers on top of that is a lot of work on its own. So we're getting there. Should be next week or two. I should have the other one built, and then we will be fully operational on our computers. So I also want to talk about, we have more food options now. I bought a new display case, which is right there. You can't see it, but trust me, it's there. And we filled it up with more options, which getting us close to the line that we can get to without having an actual food permit. So we can serve shelf-stable goods, stuff like that. So we have like a cup of noodles now, and that's been here for about a month. We also have snacking nuts, because I don't know what nuts aren't snacking nuts, but we have the ones in the small baggies, so like peanuts, almonds, and cashews. So because a lot of people don't necessarily just want muffins or candy, so we wanted to expand our healthier options. So not only do we have the organic seaweed now, we also have the snacking nuts, and they are delicious. So if you wanted to trade out a muffin or some cookies for snacking nuts, that's now possible. And then if you guys follow us on Facebook, which you should, I don't know why you don't. If you don't, we're watching you. We now have Otter Pops. I'll let that set in, because they're delicious. And they're nostalgic. And I didn't realize how much they've changed in 20 years since I've had them. But yeah, we bought a test pack last month, and I ate half of them. And other people have eaten quite the rest of them. And so we bought 2 more packs today because it is extremely hot out, and I think people are going to want them. So we have Otter Pops. We don't have a scissor yet to cut off the tops. So technique that I use, I put them in the back of my molars, and I just rip off the top, and it works out great for me. And then we have a blade that we can also cut off the tops for you, or you can do it yourself. Either way. But so Otter Pops, I'm so excited. I love them. They're cool. They cool me off. Awesome. Grape is not my favorite. But Stuntman Mike, if you like grape, that's cool with me, man. I'm non-discriminatory, so I will have any flavor. I don't care. Just give me an Otter Pop, put it in my face, because I want it. But they have changed. Like I said earlier, they actually put there's no food coloring. There's no added crap in there. Apparently it's all natural, and Costco sells them. They are delicious, and I recommend everyone get them from us. Beyond that, let's see. I wanted to emphasize that we don't have them on the menu yet, but we offer carafes of coffee for people who are into that. And so if you come by the warehouse and you're like, man, I could use some coffee, some caffeine, we can offer that. And we offer them, I think it's like super $2 or something like that for a carafe or something like that. Super cheap. We can't serve it with creamer. Oh, we can serve it with creamer, but it has to be the ones that you don't have to refrigerate. So we opted for powdered creamer and sugar. So that's your options. If you want to bring in your own creamer, that's perfectly fine with us, but we can't serve it to you. So that's something that you'll have to figure out. And then same thing with like a cup of noodles. Like we can serve cup of noodles, but we can't pour the hot water. We can make you hot water, and what you do with it with your cup of noodles, totally up to you. We had a guy who actually put the organic seaweed, the roasted seaweed, in their cup of noodles. Apparently it's pretty good. I gotta try it. But they don't make wheat-free cup of noodles yet. Waiting for it. Been waiting. Didn't offer it. Moving on. Uh, you probably saw we got a lot of likes on our new D&D table that we got. A good friend of ours hooked us up with a table that they're not using. They put a 55-inch TV in this table, and it's right there. It is great looking. It looks awesome, and the picture is awesome. It has sound, and it brings your D&D game to the next level. If you haven't had a chance to put any of your content on a TV in a table for D&D, you're missing out. Honestly, you got to try it. Every time I've seen someone who does that on YouTube, I'm instantly jealous. Well, now you don't have to worry about having one. We have one here. It was so big we couldn't fit it through the door in our 8-person VIP room where we're going to put it. But so we have it here in the social area. It's still great for D&D. You just have to be okay with people overhearing your story, which I don't think is ever a bad deal. We were thinking about putting it in the 6-person VIP, but I think we're just going to mainly use that for VR. And since the table's non-collapsible and really hard to move, I didn't want to have to try to collapse it down or somehow move it when someone wanted to play VR. So it's out here. Give it a test. And what's nice is it's not going to cost you extra to use it, so you can use it whenever you want to. Man, that's good. So by all means, come by, try it out. Let me know what you think. So now that we have our venue for a little bit longer, we're gonna host more tournaments. So I know last week we hosted a Hearthstone tournament and we hosted a Fortnite tournament. Both turned out really well. It was a split the pot thing where top 3 or 4 places get money, and we're gonna continue that next month. The Fortnite was awesome. We had a bunch of people stop out, and all very confident they could win. And it was like one older guy. He was awesome. Well, everyone was rooting. All the parents were rooting for him. He won. He was the only one to win their match. Two of their matches all the way through. So they not only did they. It was a 1v1. So you join the team of your opponent, and you guys went out, and whoever got the most kills won. And 2 times he ended up winning the match against everyone else too, and he got free hours for doing that, because I think that's very impressive. Not only do you have to out kill your opponent, you also have to win your game. So I thought that was super cool. So I gave him some hour free cards, and we'll do that for other games as well. So be on the lookout. I think we've already scheduled our next Hearthstone tournament. We established our tavern, which will follow us when we go to get another venue eventually. So be on the lookout for that, for more tournaments. If you host tournaments or thinking about hosting them, and you think that we have a big enough population here to host it reliably and awesomely, let me know. I'm one guy, so I can't host them all, and so we're looking for partners who would like to get involved and host some tournaments. Partly on our behalf, but partly on the group that you represent, because we're a community. So I want to see the smaller communities rise up a little bit, get more people in their ranks. I love when I see it with the D&D club. Every time we host something with them, they always get a flock of people who join their group, and it's a great feeling. So we're going to be hosting more tournaments. Next would be, we're going to start offering computer repair. So now that we have a cool baseline with the venue, and it'd be kind of neat to be able to now spread out our services. One thought was the streaming rooms, which I mentioned before, but we can't do it here because it's just not big enough. However, we do have some room in the back. And we're going to start offering computer repair. I do IT for my day job, and I essentially have 2 jobs. One it was warehouse, but the other one is my consulting business, which kind of pays my bills at home while this grows. So we're going to be offering computer repair. And so if you know anyone who has computer issues or has questions about their computer, or maybe wants a graphics card installed, but they're not kind of they're kind of leery about it, send them over. We'll hook them up, and the rates will be pretty good. And I built 14 of these, so at least know something about computers. So there's that. But I have 10 years of IT experience, so a lot of people don't realize that when they're like, "Oh man, what kind of network do you have?" It's like, well, I have a really professional network. I've put 10 years of experience, 12 years of experience now into building this network, and that's why it works so well. Plus a lot of trial and error. Yep. Those of you who were at our first Great Alaska LAN party know that, because we had our router died at our first LAN party. 120 people, and our router died. But the show must go on, and it did, and we still had a great event. Beyond that, there's not a whole lot of updates for this week, other than, they're big updates, don't get me wrong, but they're just not, we don't have like many of them quite yet. We are going to be putting up some more venue updates. We're going to be putting up some parking lines in the front of the building, and hopefully that will help with parking. And people, I don't know why people like to park sideways in front of our building. It's like, where else do you park sideways in front of a building? Nowhere. So don't do it here. But we're going to help out with that. Hopefully that will help getting more people in the parking lot. And then we are as soon as we can get, things are picking up, and it's great. That's great. It's great news, right? And so, and we're starting to be able to pay off the credit card for the computers that we built, because there was quite a bit. There was about $10,000. Even with our sponsorship, we still had a big expense, around $10,000 to build these computers. A little bit more because we opted for some LEDs and stuff like that. So it was a little bit more expensive than at first, but I think it resulted in a better looking computer. And once we get that paid down pretty good, now that we're kind of, people are spreading the news. Thank you for spreading the news about us and getting other people here. But hopefully we can get some, not tents, those cool little shady things. They look like tents, but they're not. They're for hanging out underneath. We'll put some in the back, and this way, for people like the Pokemon group, they're almost too big for the venue, almost. And we want to give them the option to be able to go out in the back, but we don't want to keep them out in the sun, so we're hopefully get some cool tenty things and some other improvements. So be on the lookout for those. As a reminder, if you have any board games or anything like that, and you want to trade them in or donate them, we're still accepting those. We actually got 2 big bookcases for the console room for more board games. And we can take more now. I know I was kind of leaning towards like, we might need to stop, but no, I think the better idea is just making more room for more board games. So that's what we did. Beyond that, I think that's it. I think we're done for this week. If you have any comments, please leave them below. I'm always up for them. Hopefully having the mic here is a little bit better. I know there's some fan noise because it is hot and we're trying to get a draft going to keep things cool. So leave your comments. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you think we should change or add or keep doing, what you really love about it. And hopefully make sure you subscribe. This way you can get notified, or you can just see it in your feed when we do other videos. And I think we'll grow this channel a little bit. I don't know what it is, but I think the lighting here is great today. The face is lit up, the background's lit up, everything's lit up. And I'll leave you with this. If you guys participate in Extra Life or want to know more about Extra Life, let us know. Tomorrow we are hosting an Extra Life garage sale out front and in the back and inside, everywhere, as long as the weather's great. So stop by. And if you want to sell some stuff for Extra Life, go to our Facebook page on our event tab, and you'll see the link for it. Sign up. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have a lot of stuff, quite a lot of stuff. So stop by, get your treasures, help out a good cause, and hopefully we'll see you there. And other than that, have a great weekend. I hope to see you guys here. We have a Pokemon tournament a little bit later, and we have a quite busy weekend. So I will see you guys later. Thank you.